In Vermont, we've conserved hundreds of thousands of acres that'll never be developed. And I might add, Mr. President, they're never going to be drilled on either. And if I get to be president, I'll protect California as well as Florida. Let me tell you something else. One of Bill Clinton's greatest legacies to this country was a promise he kept to make his cabinet look like America. I thought one of the lowest moments of this president's presidency was about 5 weeks ago when he used the word quota 5 times on national television, the evening news. The University of Michigan does not now and never has had a quota system, and the president knows it. And we need affirmative action in this country, and we ought to stand up and say so and be proud of it as a party. California is a precursor to the rest of this country. You have 5 big minorities and lots of small minorities in alphabetical order: African Americans, Anglos, Asian Americans, Latinos, Native Americans. Soon all of America is going to look like California. And when it does, I want to make sure that every American is included in the very best institutions that we have in this country, because as a nation, we either admit that we are all together or we will be divided, as the Republicans have divided us since 1968 under the Richard Nixon Southern strategy. I don't want to be divided anymore by race. I don't want to be divided anymore by gender. I don't want to be divided anymore by sexual orientation. Senator Kerry was reported to have said that he could win without the South. I don't want to win without the South. I'm going to go to the South and I'm going to say to white guys who drive pickup trucks with Confederate flag decals in the back of their car, we want your vote too, because your kids don't have health insurance either. I want to end on a personal note. 3 years ago, next month, I signed a bill into law called the Civil Unions Bill, which gives gay and lesbian Vermonters the same rights I have: visitation of your significant other in the hospital, inheritance rights, insurance rights. Vermont truly is a place where every American is equal in the eyes of the law. I want the President of the United States to explain to all Americans why he doesn't believe all Americans should be equal under the law. I signed that bill 6 months before an election when it was at 35% in the polls. I never had a conversation with myself about whether I ought to sign the bill or not, because I knew that if I was willing to sell out the hopes and dreams of a significant portion of our people, that I'd wasted my life in public service. because I've never lost an election. But my career has never been about winning elections. My career in this campaign is about changing the Democratic Party. It's about changing America. And this campaign is about taking back the White House so we can have health insurance, so we can have a balanced budget, so we can have an inclusive society where everybody believes in each other and believes in America. I want the opportunity to work with the extraordinary people in California. I'll work with California instead of against you. I'll work with Nancy Pelosi. I'll work with Dianne Feinstein. I'll work with Gray Davis. I'll work with Herb Wesson. I'll work with John Burton. And I'll sure work with another Democrat from the Democratic wing of the Democratic Party, Barbara Boxer. The only way we are not going to beat George Bush by voting with the president 85% of the time. The only way that we're going to beat George Bush is to say what we mean, to stand up for who we are, to lift up a Democratic agenda against a Republican agenda, because if you do that, the Democratic agenda wins every time. I want my country back. We want our country back. I'm tired of being divided. I don't want to listen to the fundamentalist preachers anymore. I want an America that looks like America, where we're all included, hand in hand, walking down. We have a dream. We can only reach the dream if we're all together, black and white, gay and straight, man and woman, America, the Democratic Party. We're going to win in 2004. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Stand up.